Are you getting the YouTube link?
What,
Hello?
Prabhuji? What?
YouTube's link you are getting in
Yeah.
my, you are getting, you can save that link also.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Live link of YouTube. If anyone not able to join the class, they can see directly on YouTube.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Okay, now everything fine. Shall we start?
Yes, Prabhuji, let's start.
Okay. Okay. Everything is fine. Got me?
Yes, Prabhuji, everything is fine.
Okay, my voice is clear?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yes, okay. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmalitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prasarini Nirvisesa Sanyabadi Pasatya Desa Tarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So once again, welcome everybody to 18 days course of Bhagavad Gita. So first of all, I have to congratulate all of you because you have developed a desire to know about Bhagavad Gita. Why I need to congratulate? Because unless you have a desire, unless you have a sikriti means there is some approval. Unless you have some approval from the previous birth, you'll never develop a desire to understand or read Bhagavad Gita or to know Bhagavad Gita. Because you all have developed a desire to understand and read the Bhagavad Gita, that indicates that you have approval from the previous life. That is the reason I first of all congratulate, respect you all, because you have already progressed something, some path in spirituality. So next thing, what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is a spiritual book and it has been described, it is otherwise called life manual. We'll discuss in the middle of the class why it is called life manual. And in this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving some instruction to Arjun. And actually this instruction is to the Arjun, but indirectly this is given to us, all the mankind of Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, there are many things will happen, and how we have to pass our time, how we have to deal with all those situations. Here Krishna is telling to Arjun, and indirectly he is telling to us. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita is a spiritual book. It is different from other spiritual book in the sense that suppose it is Veda. We are reading Veda, many people. What is the difference between Veda and Bhagavad Gita? Veda tells us how to stay happily in this material world, whereas Bhagavad Gita tells us how to stay happily in this material world, as well as it tells us how to get liberation from the material world, how to get rid of this material world. Now the question arises, why to get rid of this material world? Because many people think that we came here to the material world to enjoy. Many people think like that, but that's not true. As per Vedic literature, material world is called dukkhalayam asaswatam. It is full of misery and it's temporary. Dukkhalayam asaswatam. Padam yad vipadam. Each and every step there is danger. That is the reason Material world is very dangerous for us. You see, there is no real happiness in this material world. Today we are happy, just after some times misery will come. That means there is no permanent happiness. But we all want some amount of permanent happiness. Why we want permanent happiness? Though it is not there in the material world, we need it because we all have seen this permanent happiness somewhere. Where it is? It is in the spiritual world. We all are the resident of the spiritual world because of some reason, because of some sinful activities, because we want to enjoy independent of Krishna, our Supreme Father, we have sent to this material world. So when we are sent to this material world, we are directly coming under the control of Maya, illusory energy of the Lord. So under the influence of Maya, we are bewildered. We do not know what is right and what is wrong for us. So that is the reason God has given us one manual. That manual you have to read and follow the life. Then only there is a chance that we will be liberated, get rid of this Maya, and we may return to this spiritual world again. So that is the importance of this book. It tells us how to stay happily in this material world, as well as it tells us how to get rid of this material world, this Maya. Okay, and we'll get the real happiness, the permanent happiness. Now, before starting Bhagavad Gita, uh, I need to we need to respect our guru, our teacher. Who is our guru and teacher? It's none other than His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So he is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. So he has founded the ISKCON, International Society of Krishna Consciousness. So his life is very terrible. If we can hear, we should be very, very grateful to him because he has translated all the many Vedic literature into the English. Because of him only today we are able to read the Vedic literature and understand it. Because almost all the Vedic literature are in Sanskrit and it is very difficult for us to understand the Sanskrit. He has taken a lot of pain to translate everything into Sanskrit to English. That is the reason today we are able to read and understand. That's why we should be very, very grateful to this Acharya, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada was born in Kolkata. He was a small kid in a Vaishnava family. And from the childhood, he was very much interested in Radha and Krishna. He was loving Radha and Krishna. He was also loving Jagannath. You must be knowing about Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra. There will be car festival in Puri, Orissa. So he was interested to make car festival because their place Kolkata is nearer to Orissa. And his father is also Vaishnava, a great devotee. He also agreed and arranged everything for car festival. So he started doing car festival. A lot of people from the nearby attended the car festival. So slowly he became a great devotee. And when he became young, the time he met his guru Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and he told that you are a young gentleman, very learned person, so you have to spread the message of Krishna into English speaking country. For that reason he started translating everything into English. Okay, so when he has started translating, then first he wanted to do the ISKCON in India, spread the message of Krishna in India. But he tried. He tried for 40 years. Nothing happened. No one in India accepted Krishna consciousness. Then he became frustrated. What to do? He could not do the work, do the job what his guru has given to him. So then what he did, he thought that I'll start this process from United States of America. Then there was no money with him. He went to America. Luckily, he got some visa, and there is no money, so he went to America in a cargo ship. For so many days, he traveled in cargo ship, and during the journey itself, he had 2 heart attacks, severe chest pain. He was thinking, "I'll die," and it is the mercy of Krishna. Even 2 times heart attack, he survived. Went to America, and there he started first ISKCON. International Society of Krishna Consciousness. And slowly he started his work, and within 10 years, he has done 108 temples all around the world in different countries. It is amazing. It is out
Sir,
of belief.
Gautami joined just now, so make a co-host. Gautami joined just now, so make a co-host.
Okay, okay. Just raise your hand, Gautami. One minute. It's not happening. Yeah. So what happened? Now Prabhupada started doing all this work, spiritual work, and started giving the name of the Krishna and telling the glory of Lord Krishna to different people and different countries. Slowly he became famous, and people started following him because after so many years, one person came to Western countries and he is telling, I'm not Lord, I'm not God. Before that, whoever come to the Western country, he was telling, I'm the God. But he is the one person who didn't tell that I am God. He told, I'm the servant of God. That's why he got so many followers, that he is a real guru. Next is, this is the Radha Damodar deity in ISKCON Mangaluru. Today we are doing all this program under the ISKCON Mangaluru. And we should not forget one more person for whom this program is successful, is none other than Namnishta Prabhuji. He is presently the temple president of ISKCON Mangaluru. He is also a great personality, and he is BTech from IIT Kanpur, an IIT engineer. He started working as an engineer, but later he left and became full-time disciple, full-time devotee in ISKCON Mangaluru. Because of him, today we are able to conduct this, and we have conducted 11 times, and this is 12th times we are doing. More than 3 lakh devotees has been given training on Bhagavad Gita. It's a great, amazing thing. It is possible only because of him. Now these are his guru. Now coming to Bhagavad Gita, as I told, Bhagavad Gita is a spiritual book, and here Lord Krishna giving instruction to Arjun, and that instruction is given indirectly to us, how we have to live in the Kali Yuga. So what is the meaning of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavat means God or Bhagavan. Gita means song. So it is the song of God, because everything is written in the form of sloka. We can sing it. That's why Bhagavad Gita means song of the God. So many times we tell that God, please talk with me, please tell something, please tell something. So God has given us a book in the form of Bhagavad Gita. God is telling, I have already told what you have to do, how to talk with me. Okay, you have any problem, go to this book, read. All the solutions to your solution to all your problems is there in this book. Only thing is that you should have faith on me. If you have faith, definitely you'll get all the solutions to your problems. So this is called life manual. Life manual. Why, suppose you are bringing some machine, like you are bringing some fridge, some AC, some washing machine, there will be a small booklet that is called manual. So what is the purpose of this manual? You have to open this, read this manual, and you have to act accordingly. What is the instruction given in this manual, you have to follow. And if you follow that manual, this machine will work properly, because you will do the correct thing. Suppose you are not going to follow this manual, whatever you want you will do, then what will happen? It will spoil. Then there is chance of accidents. Okay, so similarly the Bhagavad Gita is our life manual. So how to live the life, what we have to do, what we should not do, everything is written in Bhagavad Gita. So what we will do here, suppose any person is not following Bhagavad Gita, he is doing whatever he is thinking, he is doing it. So that means that his life will be spoiled because there is chance of accident, because he is not in the correct path. He's thinking this is correct, but not necessarily that is correct. Okay, that's why it is called life manual. Each and every step we have to follow Bhagavad Gita in our life. Then our life will be very peaceful and very smooth also. This is what the Bhagavad Gita, it is a part of Mahabharata epic. In the Mahabharata, and there was a fight between Pandava and Kaurava. And Krishna, the war, Arjun got confused whether to fight or not. And Krishna given the knowledge. That knowledge has been recorded in the form of Bhagavad Gita by Vyasadeva, Rishi Vyasadeva. Okay. Now, shall I tell little bit about this Bhagavad Gita and how it started? A small story about Pandavas, and then we can understand. So what happened, most of you may be knowing about Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata. Just little bit, justly shortly I'm telling to those people who do not have idea about Mahabharata. Actually, there are two brothers. One is Dhritarashtra, another is Pandu. Dhritarashtra is elder brother, Pandu is younger brother. So normally what will happen, in a kingdom, the elder brother will be the king, the younger brother will not be the king. But here what happened, unfortunately, Dhritarashtra is blind. So a blind person cannot be the king. So the original king will be the Pandu. So Pandu became original king because he is normal and Dhritarashtra is blind. Why a blind person cannot be king? Because a blind person cannot take care of himself. How he will take care of a kingdom? And how he will take care of the people of the kingdom? That is the reason he cannot be the original king. So Pandu became original king. So as per rule, the sons of Pandu will be the original king. Now unfortunately Pandu died because of some reason, and Dhritarashtra, though he is blind, he has met the temporary king or the caretaker of the Hastinapur kingdom. So during the process, because he is the caretaker, when Pandu's son Yudhishthir will be big, he has to submit, give all the charges of kingdom to Yudhishthir. But what happened during the process, he has got another son, 100 son, and one of them is Duryodhana. He has become very greedy. He wanted to be the king. And Dhritarashtra has got a lot of attachment with Duryodhana. And because of that attachment, he also wanted that his son Duryodhana should be the king. So there the problem started. The original king is Yudhishthir, but the temporary king Dhritarashtra wanted his son to be the king. And Duryodhan is not supposed to be the king. He is not qualifying in any respect to be the king because he was doing a lot of sinful activities. For an example, he tried to kill Bhima, his own brother, by giving poison. He wanted to kill his Pandavas with his mother in the firehouse by putting fire. And he wanted to strip the Draupadi. A lot of sinful activity he has done. So he is not qualifying to be king. Okay, so that is the reason. But now Pandu, they cannot be the king because Dhritarashtra do not want to give them the kingdom. That is the reason there is no other options with them, just to fight and take the kingdom and rule it. Because it is
Prabhuji,
easy.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Arav has some doubts, so he is unmuted from that time. So please clear his doubt.
Just we'll take that out after the class.
Prabhuji, it's fine. You can continue the class. After the class, I'll take.
Okay. Okay. So what happened? So now there is no options for Pandava because they are Kshatriyas, they are the king, they cannot go to the forest and stay in the forest. And second thing is that as a Kshatriya, their rule is they have to protect the kingdom and the people of the kingdom. Now Duryodhana is not a good ruler. So how this Pandava leave the people with a bad ruler? So it is the duty of Pandava to take the kingdom and rule it because Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, they are not good ruler. Yudhishthira is the real ruler. Okay, always you will be in the religious path. So that's why. But when Arjun came to the battlefield, By seeing so many cousin brothers, his teacher, his grandfather, he got confused whether I'm doing the right thing or wrong thing. So all the confusion started in his mind. So he has surrendered to Krishna, telling Krishna, I'm surrendering to you and please advise me what I have to do. So this is Partha. Partha is Arjuna and the Sarathi. Partha Sarathi is Krishna. Here, whatever Gita, Bhagavad Gita you are reading is called Bhagavad Gita as it is, as it is. Why it is called as it is? Whatever message is given by Krishna to Arjun, similar, same thing is written here. It has not been modified because there are many books in the market you'll get. The people are writing their own comments. They will take the sloka, they write their own internal comments. So that is not the correct thing. That's why this book is Bhagavad Gita as it is. How Krishna, what Krishna told to Arjun, same thing is written in this book. So this is called disciplic succession. That means whenever you want to get some knowledge, suppose you are going to some school or college, you need to know that school is authorized or not. Similarly, whenever you want to get some Vedic knowledge, you should take from an authorized person. So who is authorized person? The person who has come through a disciplic succession, through an authorized source. So ISKCON is authorized source because directly the knowledge came from Lord Krishna, Brahmadev, Narada, and in these all acharyas came to the Prabhupada. Okay, this is called Brahma Sampradaya. There are 4 types of Sampradaya through which the Vedic knowledge come to the human society. One of them is Brahma Sampradaya. So ISKCON is from the Brahma Sampradaya. So it is an authorized source from where you can get the Vedic knowledge. That means the knowledge here is from where you want to take the Vedic knowledge, you should know the origin. He should be one of the 4 Sampradaya. One is Brahma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Kumar Sampradaya. We'll discuss in different classes what are these Sampradaya. So these 4 Sampradaya people only you have to take the Vedic knowledge. Any other people, you do not know from which Sampradaya, you should not take the knowledge from them because this knowledge will confuse you. You cannot understand anything and you will be confused. Now these are the acharyas. Because of them today we are able to test the sweetness of this Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is like sun. We are in the darkness of the material world. We do not know what is right and what is wrong. It is like sun showing us the path. It is like the light showing us the path in the darkness. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita will tell us different parts in our life, how to stay peacefully, different foods, different drinks, how to stay cleanliness, how to maintain the cleanliness. So all these different things are there in Bhagavad Gita. This is Mahabharat family tree, and here we'll directly go to the chapter, observing the army in the battlefield. So you can see here Arjuna and Krishna. So when they enter the battlefield, Arjuna wanted to know who are the people on the opposite side they came to fight. Okay. And Krishna took the chariot into the middle of the army and Arjun saw. Then he saw different people like his grandfather, his teachers, son of the teachers who are Brahmin, and his cousin brothers, all are there. So that means his relatives are there. Now he got confused that how I'll fight with all these people. Here my own relatives, my teacher, my grandfather. Is it right to kill them for just for the property? He got confused. And whatever conversation taking place in here, it has been recorded in Bhagavad Gita. So in this Bhagavad Gita, in this book, there are 700 verse. 700 verse means 700 shloka. Out of the 700 shloka, Lord Krishna told the maximum, that is 574 shloka. Arjun spoken 84 shloka. Sanjay spoken 41 shloka. And Dhritarashtra spoken only 1 shloka. And Dhritarashtra, this only 1 shloka is the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita that we are going to study today. Only 1 shloka, that is the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita. This by Dhritarashtra. Yes. So this is how the Krishna took the chariot into the middle of the battlefield One side Kauravas are there and the side Pandavas are there. So both sides Arjun could able to see. So after seeing, he got confused and Bhagavad Gita was spoken. You know what is the time Bhagavad Gita spoken? It is only 45 minutes. Because that time Arjun was so intelligent, so talented, he could able to understand Bhagavad Gita in just 45 minutes. Today we are doing this course for 18 days. In these 18 days, we'll get just the gist of Bhagavad Gita. The real study of Bhagavad Gita, to understand completely Bhagavad Gita, it will take 1 year time, minimum. Okay, so that means you can understand our knowledge and their knowledge. There are hell and heaven difference. In just 45 minutes, Arjun could able to understand Bhagavad Gita completely, and he surrendered to Lord Krishna. So there is a small story that anything you do with dedication, you'll get the result and God will help you. There is a small story, Garuda and the sparrow. There is a sparrow which has got small eggs and he wanted to create the kids. So what happened one day, and this is the sea, flood came and all the eggs taken by the sea. Now sparrow came and saw his eggs are not there. She was crying, asking the sea to return his eggs. But sea is not listening. Then he got angry and he is determined that I'll make the sea dry. I'll take the water from the sea, keep somewhere, it will become dry and I'll take the eggs. So he's so determined that he wanted to take little water from the sea and keep outside. So if somebody will see this, he will laugh, how it is possible. A sparrow, small sparrow want to make the sea dry. Is it possible? But he is fully determined. Anyway, I'll do. So by seeing his determination, Lord Vishnu became happy. So Garud came. Garud Pakhi is the Bahana of Lord Vishnu. He came and he saw this sparrow is doing this thing. He became compassionate and he asked a ocean, are you going to return, or I'll try once that I also want to help this sparrow? Then ocean became, he feared because Garuda, he can take the ocean immediately. With one time also he can make the ocean dry. So that happened and ocean returned all the eggs of sparrow. So this is how whatever you do, if you do with dedication, God will help you and you will get the path how to get success. The small story tells us is the Bhagavad Gita, our spiritual master. So now just unmute someone. Please raise your hand. Anyone can tell these three persons. There are different reactions in the same scene by different people.
Chaitanya,
Who are
please
these
unmute
three
yourself.
people? Who are these three people and what are their reactions? Anyone can tell?
I can. The first person is Dhritarashtra. I think.
Yes, little louder.
Yeah, the first person is Dhritarashtra because
Yes,
he looks.
Dhritarashtra.
He is blind, and
Yes.
Sanjay is reading out the Bhagavad
Now,
Gita.
can you tell what is the reaction of Dhritarashtra to this war?
He would be sad to see his son and the
Okay.
Pandavas fighting.
Okay. Next, who is this person?
Um,
He is Arjun.
Arjuna.
It's Arjun.
He's very
Arjuna.
Arjuna is
Arjun.
Prabhuji, unmute yourself.
Unmute one by one. Who is this Arjun? Arjun, what is the reaction of Arjun?
Prabhuji, Arjun is sad,
Yes,
and
he's sad.
he doesn't want to fight the war because it's everybody who he knows. It's his own cousins and his uncles and teachers.
Yes, very good. Now, who is this person?
Duryodhan.
Yes, what is the reaction?
He is very angry and frustrated because he wants to conquer the Pandavas.
Yes. So there are three people here. One is,
Dhritarashtra is curious and worried.
yes, Dhritarashtra is actually fearful, not curious, fearful, because he knows that Pandava is very powerful. Okay, and he wanted also his son Duryodhan to be the king. So he is a little bit fearful. Arjun is compassionate, sad, and Duryodhana is angry. So that there are three people having three types of reactions in the same scene. Okay. Yes, admins, two admins are there. Please read this. So this is the sloka which Dhritarashtra told, and this is the only sloka Dhritarashtra told in Bhagavad Gita. Please read this, recite this. Who is going to do first?
Prabhuji, shall I recite?
Yes, you first.
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय.
Yes. Sanvi, you are going to recite?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
Just a minute, sir. Retries. Sir, I'm don't know so much, so.
Okay.
Prabhu, can I read?
Okay. Okay.
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय.
Yes, very good. So, what does it mean? Dhritarashtra, what means? Dhritarashtra told, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samabeta Yujutsabam. Dharma Kshetra. Why it is called Dharma Kshetra? Because Lord Krishna is there personally in that battlefield. That's why it is called Dharma Kshetra. And the place name is Kurukshetra. Samabeta Yujutsabha. They have gathered there to fight. Yujutsabha. Mamaka Pandavas Chaiva. Mamaka means my sons and Pandavas. So now Dhritarashtra is separating. Suppose what happened normally in a family, if one brother died, another brother thinks that the child of other brothers are his own offspring, like that, own child. But here Dhritarashtra is very envious. That's why he is separating Pandava and Kauravas. So originally all are Kauravas, both Pandava and Kauravas. But Dhritarashtra is telling my son and Pandava. King Akurvata Sanjay, what they are doing, just tell me. So this is the only sloka Dhritarashtra told. So this everybody knows. Who is this person? Can anybody tell? Sitting here near Dhritarashtra?
Sanjay.
Yeah, Sanjay. So who is Sanjay actually? Anybody knows?
Prabhuji, can I say?
Yes, yes.
Sanjay is the person who can see, and he is the he tells Dhritarashtra that's what is happening in the battlefield.
No. He can see, but normally he cannot see. He got some boon.
Yeah, the Krishna ji, Krishna gave him powers.
No, not Krishna. Who gave the power?
One Guruji gave him power that he can see the future, Sanjay. And then what? So whatever.
Who is that Guruji? Who gave the power?
Vyasa.
Yes. So Vyasadeva gave the power, divine eye, to see what is happening in Kurukshetra. So normally Sanjay is the chariot driver of Dhritarashtra. Okay. So he was speaking. Vyasadeva came and he wanted to give this power to Dhritarashtra. But Dhritarashtra told, I have not seen many people since birth. Even if I'll see someone, I cannot recognize. Okay, he has not seen Duryodhana. He has not seen Arjun. He has not seen anyone. So something is happening in the Kurukshetra. How he will know who is that person? That is the reason he told that you give this power to Sanjaya. He will tell me what is happening. Okay?
Sir, Prabhu.
Yes.
Sir, Prabhuji, Dhritarashtra was blind. That's why he cannot see.
Yes, but Vyasadeva wanted to give the divine eye. With that he can see, but he denied. Okay. So now this is a representation. You can see here the milk is boiling. So in an auspicious occasion, usually we keep the milk like this. We boil the milk, it should come out. So this is any housewarming ceremony you have seen. Okay, that is called Dharma Kshetra. The Kurukshetra is called Dharma Kshetra. So this auspicious thing is going on because Lord Krishna is present personally there. Okay. Now Mamaka Pandava. See here milk is breaking. If you keep lemon in the milk, milk will break. It will spoil. So similarly, The Dhritarashtra is very envious. Because of this enviousness, he has spoiled the family traditions and broken. He has separated Pandavas from Kauravas. He is telling Mamaka Pandavaschaiva, means my son and Pandu's son. Okay, like that he has separated the people of his own family. King Akurbata Sanjay, means here you can see the sweets. So if there is sweet, what is the purpose? Somebody has to eat. That is the purpose of the sweets. Sweet. Similarly, when somebody went to Yudrakhet or the battlefield, what is the work? They'll have to fight. But Dhritarashtra is so confused, so anxious that he is asking what they are doing. Now, can anybody tell who is this person? Yes, unmute someone.
Yes, Prabhuji. Neha.
Duryodhana and Drona.
Yes, very good. So he is Duryodhana, you can see he is angry looking. Okay. Now Dronacharya is the teacher of both Pandavas and Kauravas. He is teacher of Duryodhana also, he is teacher of Arjun also. Okay. And there is another person who is called Drishtadimna. He is also that disciple of Dronacharya. Now Duryodhana is coming and telling, see, your teacher, your students has arranged this battlefield so nicely. What you are doing? Like this, he is becoming very angry on the his guru, his teacher. Now another thing is blowing up the different conch shells shattered the heart of son of Dhritarashtra. Okay, so it was a customary that starting up any war, they will have to blow the conch shells. And Pandavas were expert in blowing the conch shells, and their conch shell are having different type. That is the reason it is creating some fear on the heart of the Kauravas and Dhritarashtra. So this is important thing. 5 reasons of Arjun lamentation. So Arjun got confused. He do not want to fight. There are 5 reasons why. Number 1 is compassion. Compassion. He saw opposite side, there are so many relatives. His cousin brother, his grandfather, his teacher, son of the teacher. So many people are there. How he will kill them? So that's why he became compassionate. So many people will be killed in the war. So that's why he got compassionate. No enjoyment, because for enjoyment you need a family. If family members are killed, then how you'll enjoy? Okay. Then sinful, killing the brahmana, killing the grandfather is definitely sinful activities. So Arjun got confused that whether I'll kill them, is it not sinful? Now next is the family tradition will be lost. There will be loss of family tradition. So what is that? So for a good family, for smooth running of the family, what is required is father, mother, and the kids, children. So in a family, suppose father is not there, then it will be very difficult to maintain the family for the mother. In a family where mother is not there, now there also a lot of difficulty will be there for father to maintain the family. So that means when someone is not there in the family tradition will be lost. Here Arjuna is thinking, in this war, a lot of people will be killed. I'll kill many people. So a lot of family tradition will be lost. Their children will be getting a lot of pain. So is it right? Now last one is indecision. He was not able to take the decision, not in a position to take any type of decision. That is the reason he's surrendering to Lord Krishna. Okay, so there are 5 reasons why Arjun lamenting. One is the compassion, no enjoyment, sin, family tradition will be lost, and indecision. Try to remember. Okay. So compassion, you have to be merciful. No enjoyment, because enjoyment where family is there, enjoyment is there. Sin, like he is stealing something. Okay, all these are sinful activities. Similarly, Arjun is going to kill the Brahmanas, the grandfathers, the cousin brothers, all are sinful activities. Now, family tradition will be lost. Like a tree, this tree is growing with root, stem, flower, fruits. Okay, Now Arjun is now confused, indecision. Is it right or is it wrong? Now, during this war, any great person can tell that Pandavas are going to win the war. Arjun is going to win the war. Why? There are 9 reasons. This also try to remember. What are the 9 reasons people can tell Pandava are going to win the war? One is Dharma Kshetra. This place where the war is going on is Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. That means, why Dharma Kshetra? Because Krishna is personally present there. Divine chariot. Can anyone tell the chariot of Arjun is given by whom? Anyone knows this? Please
Yeah,
unmute.
Prabhuji. Neha.
Yes, it is divine chariot because Lord Hanuman was also there on the top of the chariot, and
Yes,
he's on the
no,
flag
no.
also.
That is called Kapi Doja. What you are telling, that is called Kapi Doja. Hanuman is there in the flag.
Excuse me. Who was unmuted now? Please mute yourself.
Yeah. So divine chariot is given by whom? Anybody knows? Divine chariot of Arjun is given by whom? What you told is Kapi Doja. Hanuman is there in the flag of Arjun chariot. But this chariot is given by?
Sharayu, unmute yourself.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody knows?
Ekanch.
Okay.
Please, if you know, only raise your hands.
Yeah, sir, can you repeat the question, sir? Actually, your voice was.
Okay. This divine chariot of Arjun is given by whom? Somebody given this chariot to Arjun. Who given?
Sir, I also don't know.
Yes. Okay. No problem. I'll tell. So the divine chariot of Arjun was given by fire god Agni Dev. Okay. Kapi Dwaja means it is the Hanuman who is staying in the flag of Arjun chariot. Next is Sankhanada. All the Pandavas were blowing the conch shells, and that also creating some vibration. Then Gandiva means bow of Arjun. Anyone can tell the bow of Arjun is given by which god to Arjun? Anyone knows? Gandiva is given to Arjun by which god?
Palak,
Yes.
please. Palak, please unmute. Sir,
Yes?
Lord Indra.
No, it's not Lord Indra. Anyone else? Okay, I'll tell.
Prabhuji, I think no one knows.
Yes. So this was given by Varun Dev. Okay, Varun Dev. That means now chariot was given by Agni Dev. Kapi Dwaja means Lord Hanuman is there in the flag. Now Gandiva means it was given by Varuna Dev. So all these divine things are there with Arjun. Now come to the here. Tyakta Jivita. Tyakta Jivita means this is the very inauspicious word spoken by Duryodhan. So what is it? This? That means he is telling lot of people came to die for me, to fight for me and to die for me. So that is a very inauspicious word before starting of the word. That word, that indicates that it gives some negative impact on the war for their side. Tyakta Jivita. Mokshada Ekadasi. The war itself started on a very auspicious day, that is the Mokshada Ekadasi. Bhagya Lakshmi means where Lakshmi is, where Narayana is there Lakshmi Devi will be there. So Narayana is none other than Krishna. So Bhagya Lakshmi is there and on the side of Pandavas. That's why there is every chance that Pandava are going to win. And last is the Hrishikesh, is the controller of senses, is none other than Krishna. So where Krishna is there Lakshmi is there. And there are so many auspicious things along with Pandavas. So from here you can just imagine that Pandavas are definitely going to win the war, not the Kauravas. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, we are mainly reading about 5 subject matters. One is Ishvara, that is God, Krishna. Jiva is the living entity, we. Prakriti is the nature, material nature where we are living. Kala is the time factor, and the karma is the activities. All these 5 factors has been explained very nicely in Bhagavad Gita. Slowly we will get understand to all these things. So I think this is all about this chapter. So the take home message is Bhagavad Gita is a life manual. We have to read it and apply in our life so that our life will be very peaceful and smooth, and ultimately will know how to get rid of this material world. We have to reach the spiritual world. That is our ultimate goal of everyone. 5 subject matter in Bhagavad Gita already we discussed. 5 reasons of Arjuna lamentation and 9 reasons of Arjuna's victory. So all these are described in Bhagavad Gita. So this is called Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. We'll be discussing about this mantra in the succeeding classes. What is the importance of this mantra, that also we'll discuss. And this is the practical part of this Bhagavad Gita. We are studying the Bhagavad Gita, that is theory, but what is the practical portion of Bhagavad Gita, we'll discuss in next classes, few classes. Okay, so what I'll tell in the next class, try to remember the first sloka which is recited by Dhritarashtra, first sloka, Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Okay, so next class, how many of you can remember? Just raise the hand. All of you please join 15 minutes before, and anyone has can able to recite, just recite it, then we'll go for the class. Okay, and this is called Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This also try to remember. We'll discuss in the next class. So it is 9:50. Now we'll take some other questions. Okay, anyone is having any doubt, please raise your hand and ask the question.